morning all. Myself Prehana, working as a nursing tutor in Knowledge Institute of Nursing, Anand. Today we will see Child Health Nursing Unit 3, Nursing Care of Neonate. Introduction. Newborns are one of the most curious and interesting humans you could ever encounter. So newborn babies, they are one of the cutest and interesting ones one can come across. They continue to become everyone's joy wherever they go. So wherever these newborns, new babies go, they become the reason for happiness on others' face. As their healthcare provider means we are the healthcare provider. So we are one of them who handle them primarily at the moment they were delivered. So it is up to us to give the best primary care to these little angels before we hand over them to their parents. So after the delivery of baby, we are handling the baby. So it is our duty to give the best primary care to these little angels before we give or we hand over these babies to their parents. Now definition. The period from birth to 28 days of life is called neonatal period and infant in this term as neonate or newborn baby. The period that starts from birth to 28 days. That period is called as neonatal period means baby that is from birth to 28 days, that is neonatal period, and we can call this baby as neonate or newborn baby. The first week of life is known as neonatal period. Early neonatal period and late neonatal period extends from 7 days to 28 days of age. This neonatal period is again divided into two: early neonatal period and late neonatal period. Early neonatal period starts from from first day of birth to 6 days of life. That is, first week of life is called as early neonatal period, and late neonatal period it starts from the sixth day from 7 days. So from 7 day to 28 days of age, that is called late neonatal period. Care given to newborn during neonatal period is known as born care. The care which nurses give during this neonatal period means from birth to 28 days. So that care is known as born care. See in figure you can see early neonatal period. So it is from first day of birth to 6 days of life. And in second figure it is about late neonatal period, that is from 7th day to 28 days of life. Then next is physical characteristics of healthy neonates. A healthy newborn usually has the following physical characteristics. So we will see the characteristics one by one. First is weight. The average weight of normal full-term newborn infant is about 2.9 kg, variation of 2.5 to 3.9 kg or more. So the normal weight of full-term newborn. Full-term newborn means the baby born after 38 to 40 weeks of pregnancy. So that baby is termed as full-term newborn. So their normal weight is to average weight is 2.9 kg, but there can be some variation. So that variation can be between 2.5 to 3.9 kg, or it can be even more. Then second is length. At birth, the average crown heel length of the term infant is 50 cm with a range of 48 to 53 cm. So the average length is 50 cm and it can range from 48 to 53 cm, and this length is measured from crown to heel, that is from head to toe. Then third is head circumference. The head circumference is usually varies from 33 to 37 cm with the average of 35 cm. So head circumference it can be vary, that is from 33 to 37 cm, but the average head circumference is 35 cm of healthy newborn. Then chest circumference. The chest circumference is about 3 cm less than head circumference. The chest is rounded rather than flattened anterior posteriorly. So the chest circumference is less than head circumference. It is less than 3 cm than head circumference, and the chest of healthy neonates is rounded. But of adult it is flattened, but in neonates we can see that the chest is round. Then in figure you can see weight and height, that is measured in infantometer. Then head circumference and chest circumference measurement. Then we will see physiological characteristics of healthy neonates. The healthy neonates cries almost immediately after birth and establishes satisfactory and spontaneous respiration. So immediately after the birth of a neonate, the neonate starts crying, and this crying helps in the establishment of respiration. That is spontaneous respiration means at the same time respiration will also establish. So for spontaneous respiration, the baby must cry. First is respiration. The respiratory rate varies between 30 to 60 breaths per minute with an average 40 breaths per minute. In neonates, we can see respiratory rate is between 30 to 60 breaths per minute and average is 40 breaths per minute. It is more than adult, because in adult the normal respiratory rate is between 60 to 20 breaths per minute. Heart rate second, it varies between 120 to 160 beats per minute with an average of 140 beats per minute. The heart rate of neonate is between 120 to 160 beats per minute and average heart rate is 140 beats per minute. Then blood pressure, it ranges from 60 to 80 mm of Hg. Systolic and diastolic is between 25 to 40 mm of Hg. And we can say average blood pressure of healthy neonate is 60 to 60 by 40 mm of Hg. While in adult it is 120 by 80 mm of Hg. Then temperature. The normal body temperature is 36.5 to 37.5 degrees Celsius, which falls after birth but become normal within 4 to 8 hours. The normal body temperature of neonate is 36.5 to 37.5 degrees Celsius, and this temperature falls down means it becomes less after the birth of a baby, but within 4 to 8 hours this temperature again become normal. A neonate spends about 80% of the time in sleeping, about 20 hours a day. That is, in 24 hours of a day, neonate used to spend his time in sleeping, that is 20 hours in sleeping. The neonate loses about 7 to 8% of body weight during first week of life. The baby regains the birth weight by 10th day and then continues to gain weight about 20 to 30 gram per day for the next 3 months. Within first week of life means within first 7 days, the neonate weight is lost. That is how much lost? 7 to 8% of body weight. And again, the weight will be regained after 10th day, and after 10th day this weight will increase, will keep on increasing, that is 20 to 30 gram per day. For the next 3 months it will increase daily 20 to 30 gram per day. The next topic is assessment of newborn. So after the birth of a baby, neonate, it is necessary to do newborn assessment. So assessment of newborn must be examined thoroughly within 24 hours of birth. So within completion of 1 day, nurse or healthcare provider must do neonate examination or assessment. Assessment of the newborn can be divided into 4 steps. This assessment of newborn is divided in 4 steps. The first is immediate assessment with Apgar score. The transitional assessment during period of reactivity. Third is physical assessment. Fourth is gestational age assessment. Now we will see this assessment in detail one by one. So first is immediate assessment with Apgar score. The most essential assessment is the first cry. So immediately after the birth of neonate, the most essential, the most important assessment we have to see is that whether the cry is present or not present. And that cry is called as first cry. So we have to see whether the first cry is there or not. This good cry helps in establishment of satisfactory breathing. So this first cry, it will help for the starting of breathing. That is good breathing. Another significant assessment of the neonate is Apgar scoring as described by Dr. Virginia Apgar in 1952. So after first cry, we have to do now Apgar scoring assessment. So this Apgar scoring was given by Dr. Virginia Apgar in 1952. This Dr. Virginia Apgar has given Apgar scoring. That is assessment. That is for assessment of neonate. The score is based on the observation of heart rate, respiration, muscle tone, reflex irritability, color of the neonate. So in Apgar scoring, we are see the following conditions. That is first heart rate, respiration, muscle tone, reflex irritability, and color of the neonate. In this Apgar scoring, each item is given a score 0, 1, 2. See in table you can see that each item is given score 0, 1 and 2, and Apgar score: A stands for appearance, P for pulse, G for grimace, A for activity, and R for respiration. So we have to see all these 5 components, and these 5 components are given scores 0, 1 and 2. Then if strongly positive it is 2, and if it is negative it is 0. So when each components we are doing assessments, at that time if it comes positive then we have to give score 2, and if it comes negative at that time we have to give score 0. The assessment should start immediately after the birth at 1 minute and 5 minutes after the birth. So we have to do this Apgar score assessment immediately after the birth. That is at 1 minute we have to, after means at 1 minute we have to do Apgar score assessment, and also at second time after 5 minutes of the birth we have to do again Apgar scoring assessment. During this, many newborn may appear pink and may have slight bluish color head and feet due to external environment. During this, we should observe color of mucous membrane of mouth, conjunctiva, sole and feet of newborn. See in table appearance, that is color of the neonate we have to see. So if the color is totally pink, means after the birth baby appears pink, so it comes strongly positive. So we have to give score 2. And in score 1, the extremities are blue and the head and trunk are pinkish. So when extremities are pink, we have to also see the mucous membrane, that is inner lining of the mouth and conjunctiva. So if these are also bluish in color, at that time we have to give score 1. Then score 0. When the neonate is totally pale or slightly bluish in color, at that time we have to give score 0. Then second component is pulse. So normal pulse we have seen that it is 130 to 150 beats per minute. So in score 2, when pulse rate is above 100 beats per minute, we have to give score 2. Then if it is less than 100 beats per minute, we have to give score 1. And when pulses are absent, that is there is no heart rate, at that time we have to give score 0. Then third is grimace. We can check the grimace by inserting a catheter into the nostril of baby. So then the neonate will respond it by pulling the head away, and the neonate will start crying. So by this way we can check the grimace of the neonate. So by inserting a catheter in the nostril, if the baby starts crying and pulls his head backward, at that time we have to give score 2. Then in score 1, the baby shows grimaces but cries weak. So at that time we have to give score 1. And when there is no response to stimulation, means the baby doesn't cry and baby show no any grimaces, that is no response from baby. So at that time we have to give score 0. Then in activity, so we have to see the activity of the neonate. When there is active movement, means there is movement in the baby after the birth. So at that time we have to give score 2. Then in score 1, when the arms and legs that are flexed, so at that time we have to give score 1. And when there is no movement, no any body movement after the birth of baby, that is baby is lying in supine position only with no movement, so at that time we have to give score 0. Then in respiration, if respirations are present, normal respiratory rate, that is 30 breaths per minute are present, so we have to give score 2. And baby's cry is present, that is strong cry, so we have to give score 2. Then when respiration is slow, that is below normal, and respirations are irregular, so at that time we have to give score 1. And when there is absence of respiration, means no breathing, so at that time we have to give score 0. And babies normally have a score of 8 to 9 within first minute after the birth. So after the birth of baby, the normal score or the normal Apgar score is between 8 to 9. Within first minute means we are doing 2 times this Apgar scoring assessment. That is at first minute and then after 5 minutes. So within this first minute assessment, we will get the score 8 to 9. When score is between 8 to 10, it indicates that newborn is easily adjusting with the extrauterine environment. So when we get this Apgar score 8 to 10, between 8 to 10, So this indicates that the new baby, born baby is easily adjusting with the new environment, that is new extrauterine environment, surrounding environment. The score 5 to 7 shows moderate difficulty of newborn to adjust to the extrauterine life. The condition is fair, but baby needs an assistance with oxygen and ambu bag with continuous monitoring. When the Apgar score is between 5 to 7, so this shows that there is moderate difficulty to baby. So for this we have to provide assistance with oxygen or with ambu bag, and we have to do continuous monitoring because this baby needs assistance. When the score of 4 or below, it shows severe distress and may require an endotracheal intubation and close continuous monitoring. So when this Apgar score is 4 or below the 4, then it indicates that there is severe distress and this requires assistance with endotracheal intubation. Means we have to do ET tube insertion for the baby and we have to do continuous monitoring. See in figure you can see that when the score was between 8 to 10, the baby adjusts with the environment. Then when the score was 5 to 7, it was moderate difficulty. So we have to provide assistance with oxygen. And when the score was 4 or below that, the baby was in severe distress. So we provided endotracheal intubation. Now second, first is over, that is immediate assessment with Apgar score. Now second assessment is transitional assessment. So in transitional assessment, immediate after birth, neonate tries to cope up with the extrauterine environment. So the baby in the womb, that environment is intrauterine environment, but after the birth, the environment in which the baby is there, that environment is called as extrauterine environment, that is outside of the uterus. So that is extrauterine environment. So after the birth, this baby tries to adjust with this new environment. Newborn during first 24 hours gets various changes in the vital functions such as heart rate, respiration, motor activity, color and bowel activity. These changes occur in orderly manner. It is known as period of reactivity. So after the birth, in transitional assessment, we have to consider the first 24 hours, means 1 day of life. So in these 24 hours, there are many changes that are taking place in the newborn. The changes like there is change in vital functions like heart rate, then respiratory rate changes, then there is changes in motor activity, then color and bowel activity. These changes occur in an orderly manner and these changes that are taking place in the first 24 hours, we call it as period of reactivity. This period of reactivity is again divided into two, that is first period of reactivity and second period of reactivity. So first period of reactivity. So after birth, during first 6 to 8 hours, the newborn passes through the first period of reactivity. So in transitional assessment, we are considering 24 hours, and in that 24 hours, the first 6 to 8 hours, that is first period of reactivity. So in this first 6 to 8 hours, the newborn passes through the first period of reactivity. Then during first 30 minutes, in this 6 to 8 hours, we are now considering first 30 minutes. So in this 30 minutes, first 30 minutes, the neonate is alert, active, cries and has strong sucking reflex. So in this time, that is in first 30 minutes, the neonate is alert, means active. Then he cries actively, cries present and has strong sucking reflex. So strong sucking reflex is present. So it is the good time for breastfeeding and eye to eye contacts with mother. So at that time, mother can form a good bond with her baby. Vowel sound are heard and mucus secretions are increased. Then B is second period of reactivity. So it starts when neonate awakes from first sleep. So this second period of reactivity, it starts when the neonate takes his first sleep. So after this first sleep, second period of reactivity is starting. It is about 6 to 8 hours after the birth. So this period is about 6 to 8 hours and it is for about 2 to 5 hours, that it lasts for 2 to 5 hours. In this period, the neonate again become alert, active and responsive. Respiration rate and heart rate will also slightly increase. So in second period of reactivity, the neonate after taking first sleep, he will again become, the baby will again become active and become response. He will the baby will respond and will become alert. Then respiration rate and heart rate are also increasing in second period of reactivity. During this period, the stabilization of physiological system will also occur. So in second period of reactivity, stabilization of physiological system means cardiovascular system, respiratory system, all systems will again stabilize. Thank you.